what do you think the problem is over here? I mean, the individuals themselves, the government, and what are they not helping with?
I feel you. I think just to answer the whole question, the main problem is the fact that even in our homes, in schools, being a creator is not recognized.
Okay.
You can't wake up one day and say, I have a dream, I want to be a YouTuber. You go sleep house chair. I don't know how your puppy self will relate plus you, because being a footballer wasn't allowed, being a wrestler wasn't allowed, being this wasn't allowed. Then all of a sudden you started watching Speed, or you've been watching Kwadwo Sheldon and you want to do something. How you go do something? For which house inside? I have my niece picks up my phone, she props it up and she's recording videos non-stop. Not because of anything, but she's seen her uncle do it. Right. She's watching YouTube, she's navigating videos. We need to start building a system where we understand that, okay, there is an economy for these things, because in different countries, I mean, by God's grace, we've been able to travel small. And look, people are doing things. People are actually doing things behind their cameras. It's wild. It's crazy. For even a whole president to say that he wants to sit and meet, because election is coming, meet with all the content creators in a particular country, it shows you how much power they have. Because content creators control narratives nowadays. For TikTok to have all these back and forths going on, you need to realize that it's a big thing. So then let's bring it down to the foundation. Let's bring it down to the roots. Can we start recognizing the creator economy as something that people should be part of? Let's navigate it. Let's direct people. Let's show people the steps to go. I do agree. You don't just wake up and want to be a creator. No, there should be something interesting about what you do. There should be something interesting about where you go and what you want to do. But then it's also part of tech. It's also part of digitization. So why do we out it? Why do we blacklist it and make it look like it doesn't deserve to be there? And that's the same mindset our leadership is rolling with. That's the same mindset. So election is coming, and that's when they need bots. Election is coming, that's when they need people who wake up and start creating content. It's crazy. So I just feel like we need to go back to square one. My little brother, my third brother, Papaya, he has a YouTube channel. He creates his vlogs. He would start having questions about monetization. He would start having questions, and I know down the line he would have one viral video that goes live. Do I have the information? No, I don't. Who does?
So
that be the system. So who should we ask? That's my problem. So then, it's even worse when we start talking about music. I saw a post about how Bisakade was talking about Mansa and Gamro gave him 500 CDs.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a smash hit, and they gave you 500 CDs. 500 Ghana.
Not dollars.
So I'm sitting here. There's a general conversation going on between different stakeholders within the creative sector who are coming to debate on what the next step is. Ask me where my royalties are.
Where?
Everything is open-ended. It's like, we know they do things completely, but we just want like brand identity. We just want to make people know on our names. But bro, there's more to it.
I mean, Sheldon.
What are the problems, right? So you see, recently there was a conversation on social media that the government, they met with the Facebook people, and they decided to extend the creator program to Ghana. So when this thing happened, I was so much interested in the conversation. I think I did a video about it and everything. This has been an existing problem for a very long time, where creators have argued that, see, there is no interest when it comes to people that we have voted into positions of power to empower the creative sector or the economy. They are just there. I think the only time they need some of these people is when they are campaigning or it's during elections, you understand? But when it comes to them putting out, measures, supporting the creatives in the creator economy, or basically supporting them, there is nothing like a concerted effort to achieve this thing or anything. Everybody just wake up, they do whatever they want to do. There's nothing like, okay, this is what we want to achieve as like, a creative economy or anything, or a creator economy. So I think a lot of problems that we will talk about, I'm sure, on this episode and things, but the basic underlying factor is that everybody they do it, and everybody they try survive from inside. There's nothing like structure, even when it comes to our musicians, when it comes to the collection of revenue for them, there's nothing like that. Everybody just wake up today, I was paid 200 CDs, 300 CDs, and we all they move. So Charlie, there are a lot of problems where it did a creator economy inside, where nobody they want to pay attention to them, because it's like everybody they do whatever they want to do.
I think you can't blame them, right? What I've noticed is that the creative sector is the only sector that most people are self-taught. as against certified, right? I'll give you an example. Like I was having a conversation with 1000 when I came, and I was, oh, how did it happen? And he says, oh, it's God and everything. But from our conversation, he was telling me about distribution, publishing, and you can tell that it's when the song blew that he had to put his house in order.
So where do you think it starts from? Because in Ghana,
there needs to be intentional.
Here we're always calling on the government, and I don't think it starts from the government, to be honest, because the government are here to govern the people, and we are the people. And every industry, the people are the ones who can control anything. I think here we have like, it's not a defeatist mentality, but we have a mentality that somebody's coming to save us. I think even what we're speaking about here now, bro, his voice, powerful. And others, your voice, powerful. I think we are the ones that started. Some of the things that you're asking for, maybe you have to start it, bro.
You understand? So a lot of people enter, fine, they're naturally creative. It's either maybe unemployment or just passion or circumstance. Like
first one they need one.
If you look at Sheldon, he's built an empire because he had some background from OMG voice, right? And that's basically taught him some basics, and then from there he built. But you could tell that every time he says it, that he didn't want to be a statistic, an unemployed statistic. So you can tell that he has found his way into the space. So it's an industry that and it's so broad because it starts from like literature to film to music, and each of them needs to have some sort of policy or structure that governs it. And once you can't tell or predict that these are the number of people who, for example, law school, these are the number of people who come out averagely, you can't predict how many creators are going to pop out in a year, because tomorrow you don't know who's going to go viral, and that person now has to put their house in order. So it is hard for the people, policymakers, and other people who give us the money and the structure and everything to sit down and say, oh, we are going to do this, when they don't constantly see where the money is coming from or how it's to be structured, how many people are coming out of it. And that is where the problem is. So we too, Takashi, we figure ourselves out like day in, day out. So
but then you go first start them, then the system
will drag you down.
Yes, there's basically going to be like 1,000 impediments, you understand? You see, we have a lot of people in the creative space with brilliant ideas, initiatives that they want to put out there. Mind you, they say they are going to have a conversation about what the creative.
I saw that.
When you enter the room, the representation be zero. You understand? The deputy creative arts minister, what's the name?
Marco Krekumante.
Marco Krekumante was
Honorable
Marco Krekumante was in the was once a creator, or he understood what creating. He's still one of us. You understand? He was appointed as a minister. He went there, and not a single policy has even come out from his side. You understand? I can sit in my house and go like, okay, this is what I have. For like when the conversation about taxes started coming, when you go to the US, they tax creators, right? They have a system to collect revenue from creators. So at the end of the month, before the money hits your accounts, they have deducted their money. Here, they don't even know how to streamline the system to even collect revenue. They don't have anything like that. They go wake up one day and go, we are coming to tax creators. How are you going to tax them? Are you going to tell me to declare my
government? I'm here. If you want to build a platform, I'm here.
so that's what I'm saying.
I'm here to build a platform with you,
and that's why I also feel like if we're doing it
into politics,
if it's a conversation, we have to have it. If we're going there, then we might as well. My point and my problem really is there are countries that have hacked it. There are countries that have done it. We can go everywhere and go and copy. We can go everywhere and bus and put our politicians in first class and take them to Singapore and all these places for greenhouse energy, green this. Why aren't we paying the same attention to that? And mind you, the creator economy is growing so much so that even these politicians' kids are on TikTok like creating content and creating videos. So it's not even difficult to notice. Now, my point is that there are countries that have hacked it. There are countries that have seen it. We'll do all we're doing because, to be fair, Sheldon is doing the most. Bro, you sponsored my event and you don't even know it. Exactly. Last November, what we did, the outside, Point was a sponsor. You didn't even know. Meister has helped me so much, but he doesn't even know. That's my point. It's like all of you have done. Raygan is building a whole empire of like creatives. He doesn't even know. But you see, the little we're doing, we're changing the game. Then you'd go and hit a blockade because now you have to pay some tax on something that you don't even know about. how much am I even making as a person to sponsor and to finance these things I'm doing? That is where legislature comes in. That is where the politicians come in. They need to start learning beyond us. Because look, responsibility lies on them more than we. We're doing what we can do. How many subscribers do I have? I do see that I need to get more. But then in getting more, it means I'll be making more. In making more means I can do more. But then more will be taken from me.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that what you're taking from me is worth it.